So now with 2nd and 18, we see Amir Abdullah in the backfield for the first time. O'Connell with pressure coming late, and Aiden O'Connell goes down. Troy Dye with his first sack. He sprung off the block of Abdullah and was able to get to O'Connell, drops him for a loss, and it's 3rd and long.
You see a little chip from C.J. Ham.
3rd down and 6. Pressure up the middle. Dobbs floats to the left. Now going to tuck it and run. And Dobbs with a first down. And there's using the legs. One of the things Kevin O'Connell was hoping to see today from his quarterback. And there's a little of that zone read.
There it is.
It'll be Madison who breaks a tackle. Madison rumbling forward. And he picks up yardage to the 43 and a Vikings first down. Vikings rush 5. O'Connell in trouble and down he goes. Wrapped up by DJ Wanham. Give a cap tip to Daniil Hunter for the initial surge as well.
Oh, he might have checked to... Is he running it? No way.
4-man rush. Dobbs will throw over the middle. Jefferson up to get it. Gets hit hard by Marcus Epps. Jefferson springs back up at the Raider 46. 15-yard gain and a first step.
The top and just a legal hit, but those ones hurt right in the kidneys.
On first down, Madison to carry, a hole, and Madison into the secondary, upended in Raider territory. A first down to the 49-yard line. On 3rd and 3, O'Connell under pressure, and O'Connell goes down. Ivan Pace Jr., 2.5 sacks on the season. Last time Minnesota was scoreless in the first half, Mark, was week 15 last year against the Colts. They won that game 39-36 in overtime. Wanu will bring it out of the end zone. He's done this before all the way to the house. A flag comes in as he gets to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 5. Jacobs trying to get to the edge, and he will not get there. Jonathan Bullard pouncing on the outside. Now 2nd and 19. The toss out to Renfro. Renfro fumbles the football, bouncing around on the turf, and the Vikings recover. Mekhi Blackman pouncing on the fumble, and the Raiders are turned away on the turnover. It's Renfro in motion, looking that direction, not open. O'Connell just going to tuck this one away, and O'Connell going nowhere. Harrison Phillips with the sack, his 3rd of the season. And the Vikings defense stands tall again. A.J. Cole with a late Viking running onto the field. He uncorked an 83-yarder a moment ago. Powell backing up to field this one at the 5-yard line. Somebody looking for a play. Maybe it's Brandon Powell. Put on the brakes and turned upfield. Got across the 30. Jakob Johnson makes the tackle. And here comes Nick Mullins.
Won a couple of those national championships in Georgia. Then Shanahan in San Francisco, so he's capable.
And on first down, deflected it into the hands of T.J. Hawkinson. Robert Spillane tipped it, but Hawkinson stays with it. Play clock down to 1. Mullins gets the snap just in time. Mullins will throw to the side. It is caught. Breaking free is Jordan Addison. Now they're well in field goal range with 2:27 to go in a scoreless game. The snap is down. The kick by Joseph is right down the middle. And we have points in Las Vegas as Joseph hits his 49th straight field goal inside 40 yards.
Good snap, good hold. And right down Main Street. Excellent.
Now what that did is take us away from big-time history.
But you got to credit their defense, and let's see if they can keep making Aiden O'Connell's day a rough one.
O'Connell to the it's intercepted. Ivan Pace Jr. with the diving pick. 1:52 to go, and that may have sealed it for the Vikings. He's flipping for a 3-0 win. And O'Connell will throw it short, and here we go. Devontae Adams with some running room at midfield. Adams looking to lateral. He laterals it to the big man, Greg Van Roten. The ball loose on the field, and that is going to end this ball game. A 3-0 ball game in Vegas.
That is the end of the ball game.
It certainly is, Craig Rolstad. A 3-0 win for the Vikings.